Here is a question: how to differentiate between intuition and wishful thinking? Good question. Most of the time, when we say I have this intuition, it is wishful thinking. Most of the time. But if it is an intuition, then it happens when you are not thinking about that subject at all. It suddenly pops up in the head. And it need not have a reason, and it may be totally wrong also. You might think that this is not going to work. But usually, what we call intuition is wishful thinking. So don't accept all wishful thinking as intuition. When you are meditating, when your mind is blank and quiet and no movement, if a thought connected, not even something you're thinking about, pops up, it is intuition. It's coming from some source which we do not. And then the second question: why do we get certain desire, or is desire or desires? Is it because of the programming from society, parents, media, etc.? Or is there something more to it? Third question is connected to this: is desire good? I mean, how to maintain happiness with so many desires and dreams? Well, I can tell you that desire is not bad per se. The human mind has been what you call circuited to have desires. It's quite normal. Who doesn't have a desire? Everybody has a desire. It's quite normal. And desire is prompted. There is a desire circuit in us. Can't throw it off. Now, desire is prompted by the desire to enjoy. Nobody wants the desire. There's no desire to suffer. Even if there is a desire to suffer, it's because it's what you call a martyrdom kind of martyr kind of thought. So that if I suffer, I may be happy in heaven. So still, it is for happiness. There is no desire for sorrow or pain. There is always the desire for happiness, joy, and it is natural. There is nothing wrong with that. Of course, if your desire interferes with somebody else's life and creates problems for them, I would say it's not a good desire. But per se, desire is not bad. It is okay. Even the desire to become spiritual is a desire, right? I want to, that's also a desire. What am I seeking? I see that this world, even though I like some parts of it, there is some pain and problems and things. Maybe I will be free of it. So let me become spiritual. So this is a desire too. It's still a desire. So you can grade desires as desires which are for the mind, for the body, for material things, and desire for higher things. Both are desires. So you can't say desire is wrong. It's natural. Okay. And what is the aim of desire? To find happiness. Um, in India, we had a saint who was a weaver. You know, weaving cloth. He made his living by weaving. But he was a great sage. His name was Kabir Das. Now, in one of his poems, he says, while he did his weaving, he used to sing, and the songs were recorded. He said about a particular kind of deer called the Kasturi Mriga, which means a musk deer. You know what is musk? Musk. They're in perfumes. Musk. Now, in the Himalayas, there is a particular breed, a particular kind of deer called the Kasturi deer, the musk deer. It's quite short. And what happens is, in a particular season in the year, year, the deer, 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 uh, it has a pouch somewhere near its belly where musk is produced. So, when the musk is produced, there's a lovely fragrance in the air. There's a lovely fragrance in the air. Now, this poor deer, here DEAR, goes around looking for the source of this fragrance everywhere in the forest, not knowing that it's coming from under its belly. Yeah, the fragrance is there, but where it is coming from? It looks everywhere, pokes its snout into thorny bushes, bleeds, but still doesn't know it's coming from my own belly. Mm. Uh, Kabir Das said, this is the problem with us human beings. We know there is a fragrance somewhere, there is some musk somewhere, but we look for it outside, it's actually inside. So, desire is normal. This we say that this desire for enjoyment is actually an indirect built in circuit to find the truth, which is the true enjoyment. For that, instead of looking out, at least for a few hours, look within. You will find the source. If you found the source, you can also live in this earth, but you can live happily and safely. Whenever you want, you can tune in and enjoy. So, desire.